All right, so remember we started learning about media techniques. First off, what is the media? Like, what's media? What am I talking about when I say media, Mason? Internet. What else? Ethan?
Media, entertainment.
We're not really catching my drift. John?
Like the online.
TV. What else? Isabel?
Apple iPods. Yep. Totally.
Alex?
Radios.
Radios, TVs, movies, documentaries, all of the rush. I will not stop again to talk to you. Close your computer. All of those are forms of media. And remember, there's certain types of things the media techniques do to influence in certain ways sometimes. Author used different media techniques to do what? Blank, blank, or blank us. Us as in the viewers. What is one of them? Mason.
Inform.
To inform us. That means to give us knowledge, like a documentary. They are trying to give you knowledge. Is Blue's Clues informative? No. Well, sometimes it does teach you things. It's probably not the best example, but it's more for entertainment. All right. What is the next thing, Alex?
Inform.
He literally just said inform.
Entertain.
Entertain. That is literally just to make us happy, okay? You might learn some facts or something, but it's literally simply to entertain us, to bring us joy in life. Then, what is the last one? Someone besides the three boys that have their hands up. It is literally on the board in case you can't remember. We've said inform, we've said entertain. What is the other one, Isaiah? Persuade. Persuade someone is to make them think or do something that you want them to do, you know? Like I said yesterday, if there's a commercial about, the new hamburger at Burger King, they're going to tell you to try to eat it. That's not to entertain you. It's to say, go try this hamburger. Go try this hamburger. It's trying to persuade you. So, the media uses all these different techniques, and we talked about 5 specific different techniques that are on the board. I need Miss Gabby to pick one of the whatchamacallits on the board and remind us of what it is. Media techniques. Pick one and read it to us.
Sound elements, music, sound effects, or narration.
Yeah, sound elements. Those are things that we hear. So any type of music, any type of background noise, like the boom or the clock ticking on the video yesterday, or the narrator, because could we see the narrator with our eyes? No, we can only hear them. So all of those are sound elements. Gabby, call in someone else to pick another one of our media techniques.
Experts, people who are knowledgeable about a topic discussing the consequences.
Yes, the experts are the people that know what they are talking about. Experts are people that maybe, that's their job. Like in our video this week, there was a geologist whose job it is to literally study the earth. So she is very knowledgeable in why earthquakes happen because that is literally her job. So she is an expert. Would Mrs. Kneifel be able to give you expert opinions about earthquakes? No, because that's not my job. I don't study it. I don't know anything about it. And also I couldn't because I don't have a firsthand account of an earthquake. Someone remind me what a firsthand account is. What is that firsthand account, Malik?
Means that you're there seeing it or
Yeah, it means you were literally there. So we can also say firsthand accounts. We can also refer to them as experts sometimes or just firsthand witnesses, whichever one you want to do, because they were physically there. Like if I was at... Why can I never think of something I've been to in like a situation like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, remember Phoebe's gymnastics thing? I can give you a first-hand account because I was physically there. If Claire told you about it, guess what? She wasn't there. That would not be a first-hand account. Does anyone remember how many first-hand accounts were in our video yesterday?
Like
4. There were 3 in a row, and then there was one a little bit later when he was talking about all the fires.
There's also like an actual expert.
Yeah, I already talked about the geologist like 4 seconds ago. But there were 4 first-hand accounts. There was a narrator for sound elements, and then there was an expert who was the actual geologist. And then, who read? Ethan, you read last. Pick someone else to read one of our other media techniques.
Live action. Scenes of events with characters, people, or objects that can be real or imagined.
Yeah, live action. That's when people are legitimately doing stuff, right? It's not an animation. It is literally people doing stuff. There was a live action in our video yesterday. Can someone remind me what that live action was yesterday? Does anyone remember one of it? There's a few, but what was one of them specifically, Mason?
The building's falling over during an earthquake.
Yeah, there was a video of the buildings falling over. Yeah, well, it's not happening live right now, but that was something that really happened. Like stuff was falling off of buildings. That would be a live action. Mrs. Kneifel getting up and walking across the room. That'd be live action because I could really do it. Okay, that's something that could really happen. Who read? Alex, you may pick someone to do one of the last 2. Zoe, sit up. This is not enough time.
I knew it. Animation. Illustrated characters or objects.
Yeah, we know every single one of us knows what animation is. It's the characters. The people are drawing them and showing us the motion. There was lots of animation within our video yesterday when they were showing the plates, how they move together and how they spring up. There was animation when they showed the tsunami waves and the docks getting hit and stuff like that. Plenty of animation in our 2-minute and 44-second video. And last but not least, Isaiah, please call on someone for visual elements.
Brightly colored graphics and text that capture viewers' attention.
There were plenty of visual elements in our video yesterday. First off, it's a video. So there's things to watch. There was different graphics. There was live actions. There were some headings. Like you remember in the very beginning how it started with words? That would be a visual element. So there are many, many visual elements within our thing. So in that 2 minutes and 44 seconds, all 5 of these happened, right? If I watched a commercial, is it guaranteed that all 5 of those are going to happen? No, there may not be an expert or a first-hand account in a McDonald's commercial, okay? There just may not be. Maybe there'll only be narration and animation.
Maybe we'll make Ronald McDonald.
Maybe. I guess he would be an expert. But anyways, so media techniques, not every single one has to be used every single time. That's important to remember. But this time, all of them were used. All right? So, pause there, my friends. Dun, 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 dun.
John.
Rush, we're not yelling across the room, buddy. All right, we are going to watch our video again, start to finish, really listening, and then we're going to do some other stuff after it. Alex, I need you to leave Malik and John alone. John and Malik, I need you to leave Alex alone. I need us all to have our voices off. We just focused on our screen.
There was a loud boom, like a bomb or something went off. And I was standing just right off the end of the planks on the dock.
And there was a noise. It was kind of a rumble.
Like a deep thunder, only it sounded like it was coming from under the earth.
The earthquake and resulting tsunamis happened because our planet is restless. The Earth's surface is made up of massive continental and oceanic plates that are continually moving and colliding with each other. In regions where they collide, one plate can dive or subduct under another, causing tremendous pressure to build up.
Prior to the 1964 earthquake, the Pacific Plate had been subducting underneath Alaska, and Valdez was sitting on top of that subducting plate. It was basically stuck. And then on that day, all that strain was released, and then we had the Great Alaska Earthquake.
Valdez and much of Alaska were subjected to 5 minutes of violent shaking, with aftershocks persisting for days. The March 27th, 9.2 magnitude earthquake was the largest ever recorded in North American history. The Earth's violent shaking caused 98 million cubic yards of these unstable sediments to literally break off, generating local tsunami waves up to 30 feet high. The slide devastated the docks. Most of Valdez itself was spared heavy wave damage. However, 5 brutal minutes of shaking left a profound mark on the community.
During the earthquake, a stove, an oil stove, fell over and caught fire to the building, and that spread to the tank farm, and it fed upon itself. One tank would catch fire and start burning, and then that would go to another tank, and it went from one to another.
The whole town settled during the earthquake. The ground dropped almost 9 feet near the waterfront and shifted sideways as much as 30 feet in town. All but maintenance personnel and a few others evacuated the town of Valdez.
There were some people that left and never came back.
In the following years of the disaster, Valdez was rebuilt on more solid ground about 3 miles away. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Yeah, it's only a 2-minute, 44-second video, so. All right. Now, I want someone to answer me this question. Hold on, I want to stop sharing. All right, answer me the question. How does the video describe the sound of the earthquake? I'm going to call Sticks. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I already asked you to worry about yourself, though, today. Okay, Mason? We don't have a 22. Mason, how does the video describe it?
As like a bomb, like a really big bang.
There was a big boom like a bomb. So when you compare something using like or as, what is that, everyone? Simile. I'm so glad you remembered that. Fabulous, fabulous. And that would be, during that would be someone audioing telling us. So that was, and they also had the background boom. So that was a visual element because we could see the person telling us, but also a sound element because we also heard the, like a boom. Was it the same boom? No, but it was a background noise boom. I know it fell. I will fix it. I'm going to fix it later. I promise. Because I got to take out the other staples and put the new ones in. All right, next one. What were some of the images that helped us understand what happened during the earthquake? We're going to list some images. Ethan, what was one of the images that helped us? Or live action or animation, what was one of the ones that helped? Right, there were some photos of the tank farm fire. Like, that's a big, oh, snap, fire happened because of the earthquake. Thank you. Number 17, Madeline, what's another image or animation that helped us see what happened during that earthquake? Right, they had the animation of the docks, and it showed us what happened from the tsunami, that literally the docks were destroyed. Boats were flying into the dock, and they were crumpling. They were being destroyed. Number 6, Phoebe, what's another thing that happened? Which one showed us best what happened?
how things were falling off, like buildings and how buildings were falling?
Right, there were live actions of buildings falling and things like. Probably not. Okay. Live action of things falling off buildings, buildings falling. So those were definitely some good ones. And why is it important that we had a narrator in this video? Why is that important? Oh, no. Isabel, why is it important, do you think, that we had a narrator in this situation?
Because it's better with the narrator.
Why? Because not all videos have a narrator. Why do we need a narrator for an informational video? Why is that important?
Because we need someone to narrate the situation.
Can't use the word in the definition. Can someone please help Isabel out and help me explain a little bit deeper? Why do we need Mason? You already went. 3. Alicia, why do we need that narrator? Why? Not every video has a narrator, so how come it's really important for specifically informational videos like the one we just watched to have that? To tell us what's going on. If we just saw the pictures of the tank farm fire, would we know exactly what it was?
No.
Okay, it also, when he was talking about how the earth is restless, when they were showing us the animation of the plates touching, if we were just seeing that, would we know that it was supposed to be the earth's plates? No, it just would look like kind of like two little hills meeting. So it is important, especially in informational videos, to give us information about what is happening. And now that I just said the word 56 times, what type of video is the video we just watched? What, Abby? What's the goal? What was the goal of the author? Why did the author write this? Or, produce it, whatever. We went over this before we started. It is 3 words. It's 1, 2, or 3. Why did the author choose to write this? What was the goal of this, Phoebe?
It was an informational video, so we know information about it.
Yes. The goal of the author was to inform us about the Great Alaskan Earthquake. The goal was not to entertain us. It was not to persuade us. Like, persuade us what? To go to Alaska? No, that's not what they were saying. So the goal was informational video. Now, one more thing. We're going to make a cause and effect list because Mrs. Kneipel loves a cause and effect. First off, someone explain to me what cause and effect is. Someone just remind me. Mrs. Kneipel's brain has gone blank. Oh my gosh, I just can't remember. Rush, I need you back at your desk now because you don't look very productive back there. What is cause and effect? Malik.
Cause and effect is something that caused a problem, and the effects are what happened.
Right, so something happened, cause, and what happened because of that? Effect. So, cause. Great Alaskan Earthquake. Whew. And now, someone, hopefully we were paying attention in our video, I need someone hook me up. What was an effect of this Great Alaskan Earthquake? Zoe?
The stove fell over.
Okay.
Caught fire.
Gas stove fell.
And caught on fire.
Caused.
It was a oil stove.
Just kidding. Oil stove fell over, caused. What's a word we could put before fire? An adjective word we could put before fire? Ooh. Like, was it a puny fire? What?
Fire.
Humongous. I don't know how to spell that.
Humongous.
Caused a humongous fire. That is one effect of the Great Alaskan Earthquake. I need someone else. Give me an effect of the Great Alaskan Earthquake. Bree, I have not heard from you all day. What? damage to the town of Valdez. I don't know how to spell it. So Valdez. What's another one, Malik?
The two plates in the ocean crashed together that made the earthquake.
Yep.
Oh, can I say another one? But that's not an effect. That's what.
That's exactly what it was. So this, we could add that to the cause. So 2 plates crashing together. Because that was the Great Alaskan Earthquake, was the 2 plates crashing together. So that would be cause, not effect. But yeah, way to go. We explained that a little bit more. Abby?
Huge tide.
Yes.
Tsunami.
Tsunami, which I for sure don't know how to spell. We'll pretend like that's right. Tsunamis happen because of it. What else? I can think of like 10 other things to put here. Let's go, friends! Mason!
The docks are completely destroyed.
Yes, docks were destroyed. What's another one? Ethan!
Turned at least 30 feet or somewhere.
Moved 30 feet and blinked 9 feet. What happened? What was the 9 feet? It moved one, I don't remember if it's east or west, but whatever, left or right. It moved 30 feet and then it blinked 9 feet, Isaiah. Yeah, it dropped. Remember, the whole town of Valdez and this section of Alaska literally moved 30 feet and dropped down 9 feet. That's like, you know, like, remember, our banner's down. Like, that's a big thing to drop. What else happened, Alex?
People left and never came out.
People evacuated. And then, okay, not funny.
I wasn't trying to do something.
Okay, did we hear about death within our video, though? No, so that's probably not, I mean, some people may have died, but that wasn't something we necessarily heard about, so we probably don't need to discuss it. People evacuated, some never came back.
They probably didn't let that happen either.
And what else? Let's try to get 2 more. John.
Oh, they moved 3 miles. They moved the town over 3
Yep.
miles. No more
Rebuilt town 3 miles away.
1 more.
All right, let's see. Can anyone think of one more? One more. Isabel?
Probably ended up happening on the news.
Okay. We know that. Okay, I guess an effect of the earthquake was a major news story. I mean, I hope that went on the news. It's a big deal. It caused all these things. So one thing caused all of these things. That is crazy. So effects. There isn't always just one cause and effect, okay? There can be multiple things. And then you have to think, we could even go further and further down here. So technically, oil stove was an effect of the original cause, and then a cause of the oil stove falling would be the humongous fire. So that would be cause, effect, and then there would be an effect of that. And then damage to the town of Valdez. Okay, well, an effect of all that damage is people lost their homes. Some people were probably injured. People probably lost their businesses. Okay, the tsunamis. Effects of the tsunamis, if that was a cause, was an effect of the cause of the tsunami. But then the tsunami could be a cause, and that would be affecting probably wildlife in the area. It would cause flooding and things like that. So all of these effects could also be a cause to the thing that happened after that. Okay? Cool? Fabulous? Yeah? And we all think that we understand those media techniques? All right. Done. Alex is going to erase. You guys are going to pause for a second.
He erased Alex.
I swear.
I missed one on purpose.
Oh, come on, Alex.
Sing the national anthem.
No, let's not sing the national
What?
It's Independence Day, isn't
You
it?
have no idea how uncomfortable this runner is.
Yeah.
I love this application of
and-
and I
Come on, Malik.
Malik,
Let's do it better.
Alex, not Alex. Abby and Malik, you don't need to be up.
Just make
He's missed an asshole.
I don't care. That's not a big deal.
He was gonna go back over it.
You can hear my voice clap one time.
I was saving the bus for lunch.
All right, we're gonna watch a commercial, and I want you guys to get out your dry erase board, and I want you to take some notes on what media techniques you see in this commercial. Okay? Mason.
Why are you doing it? Sing a sad song. I do want to. Why do you do it?
I can hear no voices because I'm ready to get started, friends. Someone isn't. You're gonna write down what media techniques you're seeing, okay? Remember, there's sound elements, there's experts, there's live action, there's animation, and there's visual elements.
No crispy chicken sandwich. Can I turn off the lights? Which John knows?
Yeah, John, real quick. Okay, this is only about 40 seconds, so you're just taking notes on what media techniques you're seeing, okay?
The crispy chicken sandwich.
And there you have it. McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. This isn't just another chicken sandwich. No, it's more than that. It's the crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. It's the juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. It's the tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches.
That was it?
I only got two.
Isn't one of them?
I know.
Hey, we're probably going to talk about it. That's probably going to be what we're going to do next. All right, so if we go back to our... Okay, we're past the marker thing. You don't even need it anymore. So I really just need you to pay attention. So the first one on our little wheel of media techniques is sound elements. Can someone raise their hand and tell me if they heard any sound elements in this lovely commercial we just watched? What sound elements did we hear, Malik?
The background of the commercial.
So what was that? Was it
sound effects?
Was it music? Was it
Music.
Yeah, there was some background music. What other sound elements did we hear, Abby?
We heard a ding.
We did hear ding the phone because he was like ordering the food. So we did hear a phone ding. What else did we hear? It's not turning on. Mason?
We heard like the crunch of the sandwich.
Yeah, we heard some crunch. So that would be a good sound effect. What else did we hear, Ethan? The narrator. The sound elements are the narrator because none of the people ever actually talked in the video. It was only the narrator that ever actually spoke. Fabulous. Good job. Were there any experts in the video?
No.
There were workers.
There were workers who probably know a little bit about the chicken sandwich. I don't know if I call them experts, but there were workers. Okay, the narrator's under sound elements. We just talked about that, Mason. So, I'm not really sure if there was necessarily experts in this video. How about live action? Was there any live action happening in this video?
Yes.
Someone raise their hand and tell me, what was the live action we saw? Alicia? When they were making the sandwich. That's someone physically doing that. Great job. Isaiah?
When they're eating it.
When they were eating the sandwich. I could physically eat a sandwich and you could see that. That would be live action. Mrs. and I will wish she had some McDonald's right now, but I don't. Gabby?
When that guy ordered.
When he ordered the food, that would be live action. Yeah.
Tattoo? What?
The taxi.
You gotta get a tattoo? The guy never got a tattoo.
Yeah, they did.
Who got a tattoo? And McDonald's commercial.
Okay. Anyways, remember there was also people. Calvin, I need you to erase that, okay? Right now. Also, when they were like handing off the food, like worker made the food, gave it to someone, they gave it out the window. Plenty of live action, right? Animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the McDonald's was.
Oh yeah, then they make them little McDonald's art. So there's even animation.
I've seen it animation on the phone.
On the phone, yeah, there was animation happening on the guy's phone. And then visual elements. Obviously, there was a lot, right? Like the sandwich looked so beautiful. Like it makes you want a chicken sandwich. And then there were some words. Everything was brightly colored. Plenty of visual elements. Now, I want everyone to erase your board. And right now, to yourself, don't tell your neighbor, don't show your neighbor. Was this a informative commercial? Was this an entertaining commercial? Or was this a persuasive commercial? I need you to tell me what that was. What do we think? What was the point of this commercial? Well, the commercial's not up here anymore. It's okay if you can't spell it right. I don't know what you mean. What type of commercial was this? What? I'm going to give you a second. I want everyone to think. What was the point of this commercial? Why did someone create this commercial? It wasn't just for fun.
Man, I want a Big Mac, medium fry, double beer.
All right. I want to see everyone's boards. Tell me, what was this? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The whole point of this was to get you to go buy McDonald's chicken sandwich. Cool. All right. Eyeball time. What?
It also had red and yellow to make you.
Yeah, green colors make you hungry. All right, I want you to put your boards and markers down. I just want your eyeballs on me. So, I already graded all of your vocab. I'm going to tell you some of us definitely. Okay, Isabel. I personally own those dry erase boards. And you scraping it with plastic is going to scratch it. If you need an eraser, you may go get one of the 50 that are in the box back there.
Okay.
Or you could always use a tissue. But we're not going to hurt the dry erase boards that I paid for because you don't have an eraser. So go get one.
Okay.
So, anyways, don't remember. Oh, I graded all these, and I can tell you, some of you, probably could have used a little bit more effort on that. A lot of you were missing capital letters. Some of you were missing not exclamation marks, but punctuation marks. So I'm hoping to see, some of you did great, good job, but I'm hoping to see a few better scores next time. But we have a little bit of time until reading RTI. So guess what? We can all use a head start on AR. So I need everyone to get out of the book. Thank you, Siri. See you later. What's up, Alex?
Can I get a